Now we are on a different day. I think, what is it, Alex, 4 days since we filmed the previous one?
Yeah.
Okay. So what I've showed you so far is what the manufacturer recommends. So it's what the manual says how to raise the car, okay? We have came into an obstacle and we could not raise the car from the point where the manufacturer recommends because of our trolley jack. So we tried to take a different approach, come at it from a different angle. We tried to raise the car from a different place, and I got myself into trouble and the car fell off the jack. But for now, we are going to show you how we did it. And just to be clear, you have to do this at your own safety. I'm not responsible for your safety, so you have to make your own decision, okay? Now, I will show you how I did it. If you don't feel that it's safe enough for you to do it, then do not do it, okay? I will show you where we're at the moment, and then I will pause the video, and then I will restart everything that I did. But to get to that stage, it did take me a lot of time to think it through. Number one is, if you notice, I have turned the car around. So if you remember, we were raising from this side, from the bottom of the slope. Now we're raising from the top of the slope. There is a reason. Now, if we're on the bottom of the slope and I'm trying to raise the car here, if something goes wrong, the car is gonna roll backwards, okay? It's gonna roll downhill, so it's gonna roll on us. But I decided to raise the car from the front, so I turn around and raise it from the front of the slope, because if something goes wrong, at least it'll roll away from us rather than rolling on us, okay? Let me show you what I did. Come. I have put the jack stands at the end over there, at the front mount for the rear subframe, okay? Both of them, and I put a backup. For me, that is safe enough for a few reasons. Now, this is good enough for me if I need to maybe work on the brakes in the back, which we will be doing. If I need to replace the wheels, which we will be doing. If I need to disassemble the handbrake, which we will be doing. If I need to do any work in the back, exhaust, etc., which we will be doing. Now, for other jobs, you do not need to do that, and you can just raise it into the high mode, you know, the off-road mode, and dial into the gap tool and make it even higher, so you can do that. So a few problems I have encountered is every time I raise the car, when I raise it from the suspension, you are raising the suspension, not the car. So when you put the jack stand under the car, the wheel will drop back on the floor, because you're actually controlling the suspension, not controlling the height of the car. You're just controlling the height of the suspension. Let's do it this way. Remove all of this, and I'm going to show you how I did it and how I got into this stage, okay? Because I think showing you is better than telling you how I got this stage. Okay, we are on extreme slope. So if the camera is doing that way, it's because we are on extreme slope. Now the car not only sloping that way, it has a slope that way as well. So it's like this in an angle. So it's very difficult for us. The way that I made a setup, and again, you do this at your own risk, okay? The way I did the setup is I put the car on axis height and I locked it. I pulled the handbrake up and I put the gearbox onto park. I turned off the car and all doors were closed. So I'm not worried about the car raising up and down. That's not a problem for me, okay? And just like we did, I showed you previously, I, of course, put it on neutral, and I released the handbrake, and I let the car hold itself or be held by the wheel chocks, not by the gearbox or by the handbrake, okay? Now, let's show you how it looks from outside. So I'm going to put the trolley under the suspension. Remember, when you raise the car right now, you're going to raise the car and the suspension, not only the car, okay? So when you release it down, you are going to end up having the suspension also going down, but the car is still high up. So just keep in mind, okay? So I'm going to put it under, I think it's called wishbone. I put a piece of wood so it doesn't damage the paint, and I'm going to start raising. So when I raise on the left, it's going to raise left and a bit on the right. I'm going to put the axle stand on the front rear subframe mount over here, which is located just in front of the rear wheel, or just behind it to the front. And I put the jack stand to maximum height. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Same thing on the other side, just like so, under the front rear subframe mount. As a backup, I am putting another jack stand under the arm. I think it's called rear arm or wishbone arm. I'm also going to add another one here, and that completes the setup. I'm going to lower the car and show you how it is. And now I'm going to gently lower the car slowly. Let's see if the car sat on the axles as we wanted. Let's take a look. Perfect, this one sat perfectly. Let's check the other. This axle is also in the right place. Okay, so both of them are in the right place, and there's a space here under the wheel and space there under the other wheel. And you can see the axle stands here. The second, the orange ones are only for backup, they're not touching the car. And this one here, this jack stand is only there. You can see it's not even touching, but it's only there for backup as well. And let's do the shaking test. Now let's do the shakes from this side. And that's it. That is the car raised safely, in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative to you. If not, it was at least entertaining. If you like this video, I would love it if you can give it a thumbs up. And I hope I helped someone somewhere, because we all need help.
Okay, so I'm sat in the Micra right now because our driveway space is not enough. So Fahed is gonna tell me I have to pay attention, and I have to just make sure that the Micra doesn't get scratched to the driveway. So I'll try to put you guys right here, like that. Let's see. Oh, he's driving off. Oh my god, I need to pull the handle down. 1 second. Oh, here you go. Yep. I don't know if you can see me. I'm saying yes. You can pull the handbrake down. I don't know if it worked or not. What's happening? Did it work? I heard you moving, so I was like, oh, I have to put the handbrake down, but I forgot I need to put it up and then down. So I did it. It's done now.
Yeah, it's okay now,
yeah?
So I think it's time.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move slowly.
Okay.
Move to
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. Okay, so far so good. He's going back inside the car. I hope I don't drop you guys. But let's see how it goes. I just have to keep the steering wheel. Oh, it's moving. I am moving. Oh my god, right, I need to make sure I turn the steering wheel. So far so good. Wow, so strange being pulled. Well, it's because the Micra doesn't have battery, by the way, so we need to do all this. Oh, actually I could get used to this. I could get used to this. It's really fun. I don't know if I need to press the brakes or something. I don't know if it's gonna roll. Okay, no, it's straight. And that's it. Yeah, I can see his brakes and he's out. Yeah. Okay, pull the handbrake up and done. Yeah, perfect. Get the key out of the ignition.
Yes, take it out.
Okay.
You can open that door now.
Ah,
you can
perfect.
exit from that door.
Okay.
Wow, it looks so dirty underneath.
Yeah,
it's
it
a good
does.
idea actually to clean underneath.
We should clean, yeah.
Yeah.
So it worked. Next step now is to get some battery into the Micra. Let's see what he's gonna do next. Everyone, by the way, everyone is working. Today it's a sunny day. You can hear lawnmowers. Everyone's washing their cars. We're moving our cars around. Speaking of which, we still have the oil stain. Yeah. We still have the oil stain on the driveway. We still have the moss because we haven't moved the Micra in so long. And we had all, like winter and autumn and everything. That's gonna have to be a project that we'll have to do at some point this spring. And he's just untying the Micra knots. I see.
It's not easy to untie whatsoever.
No, they said it's not easy to untie. They said that. They said 10 elephants cannot untie it. Oops. What happens now?
Huh?
What happens now?
So you keep it just a little bit on so we can charge this. Because right now this is charging.
Okay.